right. Hopefully everything's working. If it's not, please let me know. You should be hearing my voice as well as some music. I think last time I tried to do Facebook Live, it streamed, which is great, but the music wasn't playing. So please let me know if you don't hear music. Sorry. Getting everything set up. It's been a little while, but I think everything's running. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to show you, so part of the reason I've been gone for a couple weeks is I was in Albania on a trip with World Gospel Mission. So I am back and had the opportunity on those flights. It's weird, hold on. There we go. To work on some comic pages and finish them up. So I think last time I streamed, I might have been working on this one. So I finished this up. Pretty happy with it. There's a few things that are a little wonky that I don't like, but that's always the case. I can't make everything perfect. But overall, pretty happy with the page. And if you want to, I can give you a short replay of what I did there. So the colors were a little bit interesting because I used a new palette because this is Colorado, so every state gets a different color palette. But yeah, inking this went pretty smoothly. But as far as color, you'll see I had a bit of trouble trying to get everything exactly how I wanted. But overall, I think it turned out pretty well. It's a lot of fun to do. But as you're watching this, throughout the summer, what I'm planning to do is I will be streaming weekly, but it may not be on Sunday at 2. So be watching either your YouTube's, if you're subscribed and follow and click the bell, you'll be notified when I'm going to stream. And if you follow the Magic Comics Facebook page, that's the other way you can be notified when I'm going to stream. But I will stream once a week. It might be in the evening, might be on a weekday, might be on a weekend. In the afternoon, it could be any time. But you'll be notified at least a day ahead of time. And if you miss it, you can always watch the replay on my YouTube channel. There's all the streams that we've ever done. So if you're interested in that, you can watch that. But it looks like this finished, so you can kind of see what I did. Thought it turned out really well. I was really happy with it. So today, I also finished this one, which I posted this on Instagram and Facebook. I don't know if you saw this, but I was also very happy with how this one turned out. Just overall, good colors. I really like the colors I chose for Grand Canyon area of the chapters. And then I worked on this one on the plane. So this is snowy Indiana, and it turned out pretty well. I'm noticing, hold on, let me fix something. I'm noticing the canvas is getting cut off. Let's see if we can shrink that down. Get the whole thing. Weird, why is it moving that too? Oh, hold on. Let's put that back where it was. Shrink it back. Weird, it's doing some odd stuff. Okay, let me select just iPad. There we go. Alright, let's get this to the right size. It was cutting the bottom off. You couldn't see what I was doing there. I want you to be able to see everything. Okay, that should look better to everyone. We'll leave the background alone. Okay, that should be showing up better for you now. So yeah, I did kind of a winter in Indiana scene. The color palette, if you'll see here, let me see if I can find it. yeah, this one, very limited. So it was pretty tough to create it, but that's on purpose to give you the illusion of, how winter is, which is like 5 colors. Not a big fan of winter. But yeah, was able to get the sun the moon kind of shining through here, and I was really happy with that one as well. Story is coming along, and I thought it'd be fun to do this one today, which I believe is in our Indiana Spring Fall palette. So we'll make this one our default. And let's see, what color grass? Maybe something like this. We'll see how that feels when we get into it. Hope everyone's having a good weekend. I am. It's been really kind of busy, but overall good. I think I'm gonna ink first before I put in that landscape. Yeah, and we're on the correct layer. I'll just zoom in here. Get our brush a little bit smaller. Just get started. And this doesn't have to be perfect lines. This is a far away view of Man and Bot, and it's silhouetted, so as long as the silhouette makes sense, we're okay. Fill that in. If you didn't have a chance to check out my Instagram posts on that page or my Facebook posts, Albania was awesome. It was such a good experience, and I actually had the opportunity to draw for them. So some of the students there and a ministry that they have for students that have disabilities is they had the opportunity to choose one of 4 heroes that I picked out, and I drew that for them, and that was just so much fun. Really enjoyed it. Now this is not near as detailed as the hero I drew for them, but it's a different style of comic. I'm not going for detail necessarily. It's just more of a cartoony look. Zoom back out. That's good. This is going to be a pretty simplistic page because I kind of purposely had this one, not a lot going on. I wanted you to focus on Man and Bot. So back to our grassy kind of area. I love these brushes. This one's called Old Brush. It's got like these, it gives it an extra little texture there, which is really neat. And I'm trying my best. I will try my best to keep my eye on comments, but I'm not great at looking at 2 different YouTube and Facebook comments while doing it. So if I don't respond right away, just be patient. I'll try and get to it. And if I don't happen to see it until after, I'll still answer you. So ask your questions. Be more than happy to chat with you. And maybe we'll choose a little bit darker green now. And get some other kind of texture in there. I think I have a grass texture. I don't think I'm gonna like the way it looks, but we'll give it a try. Yeah, I don't like that. Let me see if there's another one to try. Might have been this one. Yeah, it looks not natural. I don't like it. Okay, so we're gonna add another layer. We're gonna put it under the grass so that we don't overlap it, and we are going to do our sky. Start there, and then we will grab maybe white-ish, add some of that back, especially right here above the city, and then we're gonna grab some clouds, which I think was under organic. No, it wasn't. Maybe it's under materials. No. There it is. Elements. A little bit bigger. There we go. And then I'm going to select these layers. Bring the opacity down. Oh, it didn't. That's interesting. It doesn't let me do it all at once. That one doesn't matter to bring the opacity down. This is the one that I really need to bring down. There we go. The reason we're doing that is I was looking to see the city that's back behind, kind of. And I think I'm gonna try. There's ink. That. We're not going very exact. This is supposed to be out in the distance, so I might even take it and kind of make it lighter once I'm done with it. maybe we'll take a different gray color and create almost like a smoggy. I want it to feel far off. All right, now we'll bring our I might have not. There we go. There, gives it a far off feel. It's kind of there, kind of not. It's just what I'm hoping for. All right. Perfect. I like that. Okay. So now we can go in and erase the original. Well, last time I did a YouTube and Facebook live stream, the combo, I had a lot of new followers on the Facebook page, so thank you those of you who are new, and of course thank you to those of you who have been here the whole time. You continue to amaze me that people actually want to consume stuff I make. I don't have, I'm always humbled to see the reaction to my stuff. So thank you for supporting and taking time to be part of the journey, and just the ways that you help me to keep going, give me encouragement, and it's really cool. Okay, zoom back out. Yeah, I know this looks kind of blank, a little bit uneventful, but it's going to butt up against the next page, which we're gonna do now. And I know that was one of the fastest pages I've ever completed, because there's not much on that page. But it's on purpose. I want to give a wider scope of things, and you'll see this is the next page. I'm having a little bit of trouble. See if we can darken. I want to get those darks darker, but I'm not seeing any option that's doing that for me. Okay. Well, we'll just have to kind of guess, I guess. I'll put it next to it. So it's going up. So it starts about level with the bottom of the tower. Okay, first we're gonna ink though. Always ink, and then I go in and do the rest. I have noticed since I started I am a bit quicker, so I think I put a stat on the story yesterday guessing how long it took me to do a page, and the correct answer was 8 hours. Usually it doesn't take me that long anymore, but when I was first penciling in and trying to figure out what I was doing, took a whole lot longer than that. I'm gonna leave this texture here. This is actually watercolor that's scanned in, and then I just leave the dark textures. So on one of the memory pages you can see it a lot better. But yeah, I think it's kind of cool to have a bit of that. No. There we go. Didn't want to take my pinch that I was doing. Now this was really challenging because I was trying to figure out the right angle for bot. Again, I'm gonna keep some of that texture. Remember, I always use the same shapes for the most part for bots' captions. Angular, like his front side, just a way to kind of make his thing distinctive, which is fun. I like thinking about little things like that. Change up our brush, because this is more the traditional look. Remember, we're keeping with traditional, unless it's man or bot, and then they are digital as much as possible. And that's why I'm being a bit more messy with things that aren't them. Their precision, everything else is more natural feeling. And that has to do with why this type of story we're telling. Remember, we're telling a story about man's search for people at the end of the world, and how technology doesn't end up helping man find others. It actually hinders him from finding them. For the record, I wrote this before COVID, so how much more true is it now than it was then? I have some other, like come June, I have some other cool projects and little things that I'll be sharing. A video I'm planning to work on that I think will be cool for people to see. Okay, back to our tech, because we do the outlines. So the way that Bot's eyes are in this panel only happens a few times, but that's when he's recharging. sleeping-ish. Okay. Take a little stretch. Huh. Okay, some music on Facebook. It says because I don't have permission to use the music on Facebook, it's going to take the video down. Which is funny because the music I'm using right now is literally copyright-free music for streaming. So, thanks Facebook. Ridiculous. Okay. Well, I guess I'll pause the music. This is so silly. Alright, music paused. Man, I don't understand. Like, I understand giving people the money that they're required to have for using their stuff. But when people purposely produce stuff that is to use for this, and it still is giving me warnings, like, it's just such a hard thing to try and get live stuff that actually will work with what you're doing. So a little bit disappointing because the music gives it a chill vibe. If it continues to do that, I might do 2 streams a week, one on YouTube and one on Facebook, and have music on YouTube. Because YouTube doesn't care about my music. It has never given me a warning. So, I'm not sure why it's doing that to me. But whatever. Alright, we will continue. Wonder if you know what? I'm going to test it. Let's start the music back up, and Facebook, I'm sorry if it shuts the live stream off. You'll have to go to YouTube to see it, and if it doesn't, then I will. Oh, great. Well, Facebook just got shut down. Alright, it's my loyal YouTube audience now. I don't know what else, but now I can play music again. Man, if Facebook wants people to stream on their platform, they might want to fix some of that type of stuff, because that's that's disheartening for any streamer that is wanting to use it. Said that it sensed someone else's music. Yeah, it is someone's music, and it's copyright free. So what are you doing? Oh well, we will keep going. I really like how this drawing down here turned out. It's gonna be raining here. Poor man. Never gets to have any fun. And when he does, rains on his parade. Yeah, Facebook, like YouTube in general, over the course of the years that I've posted videos, it will give me a copyright warning if there's like something I don't necessarily have permission to use, but it also will say that I can't monetize the video, which I'm not monetizing any of this. I'm not making money on this. So no, I don't use big name artists, but this is a copyright free music, so if they recognize something in it but it doesn't have any issues, I'm not sure why I couldn't use it. It's totally legal to use, and I'm not trying to make any money off of it, so leave me alone, Facebook. So I may go back to just streaming on YouTube, we'll see. And then I'll post those YouTube videos to Facebook, not live. But that's just too bad that they would do that. So I was gaining quite a few followers on that platform, at least quite a few for me. You know, over I think I had 10 new ones in a week. So I'll see if I can figure it out. Maybe there's an answer to why that happened, besides just giving up. But I do understand when a musician works really hard on something and they don't want it to be used to advertise something else. Like, I get that. I'm not ignorant to the fact that they worked hard on something. They don't want people just using it for whatever they want. But these are literally, did you see the name of all of these albums? They're all the same artist, and they all say Stream Beats. Like, this is made for this, and I looked at all the things to make sure I was in the right, and I am. So whatever. Probably a faster way to do what I'm doing, but it's alright. Okay. Color the sky. Same brush. only reason I'm erasing this instead of just drawing over it is because I want to keep some of that texture from the original watercolor. Because I could just create another layer over top of this layer and just color in everything, but I'd lose the texture underneath because the texture's in the original first layer, which gets covered every single time we do something. So in order to preserve that, we have to erase to show what's underneath. So right now we're only erasing sky layer that we did. Oh, I just realized I need the ground to go higher. They're laying on nothing. Whoops. Okay, we can fix that really fast. Not that high. About there. And then we'll just grab this and just like that. We're better off. Sadly, I have to do this again, but that is art. Sometimes you have to repeat, especially if you're inexperienced and forget to do stuff like that. Does anyone else in the chat think it's bogus that I'm not able to use music for Facebook Live? Or is it just me that thinks that's silly? And that, with the caveat, this is copyright free music, like created for this reason. It's no wonder a lot of people don't want to stream on Facebook. They make it really difficult with all kinds of things. I've heard other people complain about the same type of stuff. Found a new paper-like screen protector. Ugh. And it's supposed to not wear on my pencil as much, and it is working. And it still feels like paper, but does not wear my nibs of my Apple Pencil out. Which is really nice, because I was using like a lot of nibs. Not happy about that. I love the chill vibes of this type of music. I thought he did a great job producing this stuff, and he comes out with stuff quite a bit. I always put the artist up there because I don't want to not give him credit. This guy and the other guy, I always have it up there of what's playing, so that if you want to go find it, you can go find it. Started a little bit early. You gonna keep going for a little bit, but I will be done probably at 2:55. Getting a bit tired. I have contacts in, and I have plans to do this again, hopefully sometime this week, and that'd be fun. So yes, if you're interested, come on back. Like, subscribe, blah blah blah, all that stuff that I'm supposed to say. So you know when I'm gonna stream, because like I said, my summer schedule, I'm gonna be a little bit more random than every Sunday at 2. Alright, we need to get dark. And then I think there's a rain brush that I have somewhere. Let's see if we can find that. Oh, that's right. It was this one. I didn't even like it. Let's see what else we have that looks similar to rain. That one might work. Try that. Yeah. I like that. Stubble. I'll have to remember that facial hair is better rain than the rain brush. Just use a little stubble. So we are on, I think this is page 15 or 16. We're doing both sides of the 45-page graphic novel. So the reason for that being consistency. So as I get better, because I'm somewhat inexperienced, it'll keep consistency through the comic if we go from both ends towards the middle. So as we get towards the end, it'll be around page 22, 23, 24. And that will give us more consistency. And I've noticed that already. Like page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are the least, I don't know, they don't look great, and I had to go back and redo some stuff because I've gotten better. But imagine if the whole front of the book was that way instead of just those first 5 and those last 5 that I just fixed a little bit. It gives that consistency in the middle into each end. I've learned a lot as I've been working on this about all kinds of things, and I'm sure there's better ways to do what I'm doing, and I'm gonna learn that. I'm open to learning. I don't think I have it all down, but art is a process, and one thing I can do to hinder that process, if I'm not careful, is to be over perfectionistic or to just not do it because I don't think I can do it good enough. As soon as I do that, I won't do anything because I'm limiting myself. You learn by doing, so create the stories you love, and then you can always come back and do it better another time with a different story. But this is a story I want to tell. I don't want to miss out on it, so I continue. We'll go ahead and do the letters, and then I'll probably call it for today. But this has been fun, except for when Facebook Live told me I had to leave because it didn't want my music, which it's not my music. I get it, but this is made for a specific purpose. And maybe I'm using it wrong, maybe I'm wrong. But I was under the understanding that it was okay to use. little bit of that detail. Color in it on accident. Wasn't zoomed in enough. Okay. Now I can do it. So the fun thing about doing comics is I'll write a script. For the most part, I have a good idea of what I want to do, just because I've done enough comics, been doing it for over 10 years, but I have fun seeing how it changes from script to book, and just in general it's kind of neat to see it go through its different phases and all that good stuff. Erase that original layer and all the messiness that's inside of this bubble. Looks like there's some other competing things we need to clear out. Get this in a solid white. There we go. And that is messy. Okay. Do the lettering for the other side. It's coming along. Okay. I can't read my own pencil there. I'm gonna look up that cloud name because I want to make sure I spell it right. Basically a cloud name of a dangerous, like a storm is coming. Thunder cloud. I'm glad I looked it up because I didn't spell it right. And now I will. leave off there. We'll get back to this next time. Hopefully sometime this week. Sorry about the bouncing camera. I'm bouncing my leg. I do that sometimes. But yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday, a good week, and remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that notification and you'll be notified. I always schedule my stream before I'm gonna go live, usually a day or so, hopefully, over this summer. Normally during the school year I'll have a consistent Sunday at 2, or at least I have so far for past 35 episodes. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Hopefully I can figure out what's going on with the Facebook Live thing and they don't shut me down for music. But until next time, have a good rest of your weekend. Bye. Yeah, thank you for joining me. Hopefully I can figure out what's going on with the Facebook Live thing and they don't shut me down for music.